Hey guys, it's Amanda. So I recently went away for a 3-day weekend with my husband, and I thought I would show you guys the makeup that I took to last me all 3 days. If you see here, there's only like, 16 items or so, which is really traveling light, makeup speaking for me. Usually when I go on vacation, I take a ton of makeup with me, which I realize is completely not necessary, but for me, I like to have a lot of options, and I just like to bring a lot of my favorites with me, but this time I was trying to keep it as simple as possible. So I took everything in my Double Zip Cosmetic Bag from 31 over there, and that fit all of my toiletries, including my shampoos and everything on the other side in the other zippered section, as well as my husband's stuff and my son, so that was awesome. There is, if you look at the open section there, there's a piece missing, and that is right here. It is a clear cosmetic bag, or, you could put shampoo or whatever, but I used it for all my cosmetics and decided that I couldn't take anything that wasn't going to fit in this bag. So everything fit, and I actually had extra room, so that was exciting. And I love that I can take it out. It just Velcros in and out, so I could pull it out, take it to the mirror, and stick it back in. And I also love that I can see through it, because those are my favorite kind of bags, so I can see what I have and where it is. So I'll start on the right hand side. I decided right away that I didn't want to take a whole lot of brushes, although this particular cosmetic bag has room to take brushes in that little pocket that you see there. You'll probably see my perfume rollerball sticking out of it, but there's little loops inside there to put your brushes, so I certainly could have, but I was going to try to make it work with just one brush, and if I wanted to be really crafty, I could have used all cream products and wouldn't needed any brushes. I guess I could have made it work, but I took one of my favorite brushes is the Real Techniques Blush Brush by Samantha Chapman. I use this brush all the time. I love the size and the shape of the brush. It's one of my favorites to use for many different things, and I was able to use this particular brush for my powder, for my bronzer, and for my blush. So I used it for all 3 products, and that was the only brush I took with me. The next product you'll see next to it is a Tarte Lip Surgence, and the color is Envy. This is one of my favorite lip surgents that I own out of all of them. In fact, it is probably my favorite. I use it most often, and I do have quite a few of them. This one looks the best with my complexion. The color is just really great and seems to last a good amount of time, so I use that one pretty often, so that's the one I chose to take. It's also one of those products that I feel like I could put on without looking in a mirror sometimes, so that's always a bonus. The next thing that you'll see is I took a Tarte Amazonian Clay waterproof eyeliner in, I think it's deep bronze. I like these products. I don't love that particular liner, but I wanted to give it a shot for the whole weekend and see what I thought, and I find that I reach for other liners over that one. It's not a bad liner by any means. I do like it and I do use it, but it's not my favorite. It did just fine for the weekend, and it did seem to last, and I didn't really go swimming or anything, so I didn't test the waterproof too much. The next product you'll see is a blush by Laura Mercier, and the color is City Pink. I love this color. It's nice and bright, but it looks great on the cheeks, and so this is definitely one of my go-to colors, and it was a plus that the compact that I have is a mini compact, so that made it nice for packing. The next product you'll see is my Armani's Eyes to Kill in number 8. I chose this one because I love this color. It goes with everything. It's great for a 3-day trip because, like I said, it goes with everything. But I didn't need to use a brush with it, and I chose not to bring anything for a crease color either, and it still looked just fine with a liner. The other product that I took behind it, you'll see the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras, and the main reason I picked it is because I had it in a mini, but I would choose this mascara on a daily basis all the time, so that's nothing new for me. The product that's behind it is my Smashbox Concealer, and I wish I could tell you guys the name, but it's rubbed off the bottom, and it's been in my collection for a while, so if I can come up with what it is, I'll let you guys know, but I'm really liking that concealer lately. I also took the Garnier Skin Renewing Rollerball, you'll see there. That's another product that I love to use. Even after I've taken my makeup off, a lot of times I will use that just to cover up my dark circles a little because they're pretty bad when I have no makeup on. And I also took the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer as well, and I actually took it in the neutralizer. So between the neutralizer and my concealer, it worked really well that those two paired together, and then occasionally sometimes I would use the Garnier as well. My Lip Fusion XXL is XL is one of my favorite products. I love this stuff. I'm sad that it's so expensive and now it seems to be kind of hard to find, but I have this with me all the time. Whether it's in my purse or in my travel bag, I will always have it. I use it sometimes as a straight gloss. I'll put it over that Tarte Lip Surgence that you see, or I use it as a lip treatment in the evenings just to put on my lips to plump them up a little bit, and in the morning they're perfect. So that was definitely going with me. I do have a mini of it, but it must be in my purse because I didn't put it in here and it fit just fine in my travel bag. I decided to take my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer because I didn't want anything too heavy to take, and I just applied it with my hands and it worked just fine. The other product that you'll see here is the Origins Vitazing. I have been using that under my eyes for quite some time. I do think it does help a little bit with the dark circles, and I have been happy with the product, but it I guess it's a pro actually that the product in the container lasts quite a long time, and I've been trying to use it up so that I can try other eye creams, but I'm not making, I mean I have a pretty good dent in it, but I still feel like I have several more months till I'm going to run out of that. I also decided to take an eyelash curler. I almost always use an eyelash curler. I do think that it makes a huge difference when doing my eye makeup, and I'm usually never without one. So I took the mini version that I have from Laura Mercier. It's not my favorite eyelash curler, but as far as a mini eyelash curler, it was fine. My full-size eyelash curler I feel does a much better job of curling my eyelashes, but I didn't want to tote that with me, so I went with the mini. I also took my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and I think the color I have it in is light medium. And I love this product because it's kind of the perfect thing to top off a tinted moisturizer to just give you just that littlest bit more of coverage and to keep you shine free. And then the bronzer that I chose to take for a couple of reasons. Number one, I really like the product, and number two, it was in this nice mini container, is the Tarte's Park Avenue Princess. So there you go. That is all the products that I took for an entire 3 days, and I don't feel like I missed anything. I don't feel like when I was on my trip I was thinking, darn, I wish I had brought this with me. So it was a really good amount and selection that I had. Oh, and I forgot to mention I have the Urban Decay Primer Potion Mini right there in the middle. So yeah, that was a must too. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Hopefully this was helpful if you were trying to determine what you need to pack. I just thought this might give you a little insight into what I packed for my 3 days. Let me know if you guys have any questions.